For me, I think it was a number of factors. One is Raoul Paul. I think actually is quite influential in my thinking. Just seeing his idea that new high net worth investors coming into the space, institutions, they ultimately respect network effects, and they respect the size of the network and the utility of the network. And so I think when people start looking at it that way, if that's their framework, and they don't come in assuming a monetary maximalism will take over the space, then I think that if you start putting metrics side by side for each of the networks and each of the coins, then I think Ethereum stacks up very well. And I think there's also something to the idea that people want a productive store value as opposed to a non-productive one. I've heard that quite a bit in people I've spoken with, where they don't put a whole lot of non-productive SOVs in their portfolio. If you're a pension fund, you don't even put gold in a pension fund, but you do put productive assets like commercial REITs, like things that earn a yield. And so a lot of people are really interested in what happens to Ethereum once it has a yield. Now that it has one, people are seeing it. And I think too that I mean, if you asked me back in August 2020, I would have said that, it looks like Sailor is going to be the first, and then there's going to be a lot of other companies that do this, putting Bitcoin in the treasury. But, it's already going into mid Q2, and it's still not that many companies that have done it, right? And the kind of price action doesn't appear like there's a lot of treasuries doing it. And so once you see this kind of skepticism toward this, just like everyone's going to hold this in the treasury, then the sort of the game is open again, and the kind of battle for store value continues, and so that kind of made me think that if these things are all true, then one, retail already likes ETH more than Bitcoin because they resonate more with the internet of value as opposed to digital gold. And then two is institutions want to own what other people own, and on top of that, they also like productive SOVs. And then thirdly, we've already had a nice Bitcoin run, and we've already had sort of a activation of supply, above 60K. That kind of really puts the pieces in place, I think, for kind of seeing that